Hi, I'm Vasilis and I'm going to talk through the final section of the data management plan, other sections. By the end of this video, you will be able to understand and fill in the final sections of your DMP application, which includes some new headings in the BBSRC template around capabilities, maintaining the DMP, and environmental considerations. Remember here that there are just suggestions of what I would write for a small gene expression study to give you an idea of granularity of content and what I would consider writing. Previously, I showed 9 sections that I'll consider in this video series, noting that not all of funders ask for these to be written. I proceed here to the 6th, 7th, and 8th of these. Let's start with capabilities. This is a section of one of the new BBSRC templates where they ask you to describe the capabilities within your organization to manage and preserve data. They also ask you to justify any additional costs on your grant related to this. Therefore, if you are looking at a large grant which will be generating data over a number of sites or large volume data, you may wish to cost the time of additional personnel. For example, a data steward or a research software engineer who could code and preserve a workflow for data provenance. Generally, you would look to state costs and capabilities around data storage and archiving, in other words, your teams and your processes. There is a lot of ongoing activity focusing on preventing something the BBSRC have termed set and forget, whereby the DMP is written for the purpose of writing the grant and then forgotten. I would advise at least creating a data catalog in Excel where you enter new datasets as they appear alongside their IDs, locations, and provenance. We have an RDMbite on data catalogs you can watch. There is a lot of work going into DMP systems such as DSWizard, where the DMP can be opened and amended through the lifespan of the project. Here, in our text, we have made reference to using a data catalog, noting this is shared and maintained by all researchers on the project. Under environmental considerations, here we have spoken about institute policy, but there is scope to go further. Since we are coding on the project, we can mention coded optimizations and using tested workflow, which means quicker and less error-prone analysis, which means less time and energy spent on compute. So that was the penultimate part of our RDMbites series of things to consider when writing a DMP for a grant. Please see the links mentioned as well as links to additional resources alongside this video.